Oh, gotta turn the mic on first. What's up, guys? How is everyone doing tonight? So tonight, no TCG. We're just gonna be doing some SoulSilver, Hardcore Randomized Nuzlocke. So I'm really excited about this. It'll be the second attempt. Last week we died on Faulkner. It was I shouldn't have gotten underleveled. I mean, no excuses. Like, it's about it. But I mean, we'll see what the RNG number gives us this time for Pokemon. So, plus, I mean, starting with Ghastly was kind of rough. Let's get into this. Give it a shot. Let me switch over the camera here. All right. Here, let me see if I can turn down some of the music on. Actually, I could probably just do that on my sound settings here. Volume mixer. There we go. Alright, let's get into this now. No info needed, because I'm a pro. We'll skip through some of Oak's dialogue, because we saw it all last week. I mean, it's the same every single game, you know? Just like blah blah blah, this Pokemon. Are you a boy or a girl? Let's go girl this time. So we were a boy last time. Tell me your name. No. Your name is No? Yeah, that's my name. Alright. I think this just has... Yeah, doesn't actually have any items with it, right? Cool. Let me turn this down. Take the trainer card, map, give us all that. Dude, I wish I could just skip all the early game stuff, just start with running shoes. Because it takes like 30, 45 minutes to get anywhere before you can even like start. Or actually, how about we just go with this? Let's listen to that music here in the background. Alright, I think we have to go talk to Elm. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah, actually we get to make the choice like right away. Alright, starter choice. Let's see. Torchic. Okay, that's an interesting starter. Pidgey. And Duskull. Funnily enough, I think Torchic is the best pick here. Which is just a Hoenn starter. But yeah, we're gonna go Torchic. Like, easy. Fire type, great move set, strong stats. We'll nickname everything if we make it to Goldenrod. Otherwise, there's no use naming it right now if we're gonna lose it early game. Take some potions. Oh, do I have to talk to my mom first before leaving? Can't remember. Ugh. Yeah. Dude, this is... without the running shoes, too. This is just slow. Year, Pokegear. Oh. Wow, I can't believe it's so easy to use a phone. Ugh. Alright. We're probably gonna run into something here. Oh! Okay, first tile. It's a Whismer. Of course. Alright, well, I mean, we can't catch it right now. So, might as well just kill it. I didn't check the stats on this Torchic, but that was a decent hit. Yeah, 3-shot? It's not bad. Let me actually check the nature and stuff. I think I only have on, in terms of randomizing Pokemon stuff, I think I just randomized abilities. Shell armor, okay. Protected from crits. Oh my god, hold up. That is actually super fun to have in a Nuzlocke. Just get rid of the RNG factor. Wait, I wasn't even looking. What was it? What was the attack on that? Cute little chicken. 11. I mean, we'll take it. It's not like we we don't have any other options right now, but ooh, Lotad. Ludicolo would be interesting. Oh my god, no, it has slow start. I'm good. God, I hope I don't catch a Lotad with slow start. That would that would suck so much. See if we can get in. Oh. What's happening? Dude, why does my controller do this? It just sometimes stops working. Okay. Alright, I'm swapping mouse and keyboard. I mean, I'm continuing to use my my DS controller, as that's the only one I have access to, considering this has never been re-released. Okay, another Whismer. So it's looking like right now we only have 2 on this route. Maybe like a very rare third, but I'm gonna run for now. Let's get the running shoes, because I need them. Lower the amount of walking time. That's right, saving a frame or 2. Or 1,000. Come on, old man, give me your shoes. Is the seat? Okay, half of this I could just walk around. Like, did they really have to put this in the game? Alright, hold down the B button to sprint. Let's hold that down permanently. Cool. Where is the B button? There we go. Okay. I'm not familiar with all the controls here. Oh. Let's ignore that bit. Actually, let me check my... Ooh, let me... Frame skip. Run 4s. There we go. Control hot fit. Be a space. Okay. I guess I could just hold down spacebar. There we go, that's running a bit smoother. I mean, it doesn't look quite as pretty with all the frames skipping, but, you know. Heal up. Oh wait, I have to go to Mr. Pokemon's house. Forgot I have to do that first before I run all the way back. I don't even think I get the catch tutorial till after this, actually. Yeah. Map card. Alright, bud. Alright, let's see some new Pokemon. Ooh. Okay, Ralts is really interesting. Then again, well, this is gonna have Gallade in it too, so it'll kind of be a roll. It's literally a gender roll to see if I'm gonna get a Gardevoir Gallade for the run. Which, I mean, granted, we have to make it to 30s for that to even matter, but I think I could definitely make it past Gym 1. At least 2 this time. As long as I just don't go in super underleveled. HP up, we'll take that. Hey, buddy. Alright. I forgot there's just random trainers in here that aren't actually trainers. I didn't realize he stops you from going to Mr. Pokemon's house if you just try to skip him. Like, if you decide you don't want apricorns at all, you just can't skip him, I guess? It's kind of wild. Smeargle. Okay. I mean, I don't really want him, but I mean, I guess Sketch could be fun. Level 6 Torchic. It's the other thing too, I'm just gonna try to grind in this early game as well. Because I was kind of skipping to try and make it as far as I could. But, you know, then I was just at a spot where I had to grind, so. Crit! We take those crits. And we'll take this. Ooh, Hyper Potion, okay. At the very least, that's some money for the run. Which, I mean, as we get further in the run, if I'm not grinding out trainers, which I think is kind of like grinding the same trainer over and over again, it's boring, it's kind of cheaty, because you could just buy infinite items, so. Actually, let's kill it. So money's actually going to be an issue if I want to buy stuff, especially from like any of the department stores once we get there. Because there's actually really good TMs. Or I guess for, what, they still have the, like, weird casino minigame thing, right? The slots, I think, is in this one. I think you get a Dratini, but I think it's randomized, actually. Hey, what's up, Joshua Greg? How are you, man? We take the mystery egg. I'm doing well, man. Just started up the second attempt here. So we got a Torchic started this time as opposed to the Ghastly last time. But, you know, I wish the early game were faster in this game, you know. Just to be able to get into the fights, because it's a lot of, like, skipping through dialogue. So. But I'm doing pretty well, honestly. Had a good time. Just kind of been hanging out this week. Been grinding for for the store, for work and stuff. How about you? What have you been up to, man? I think now I just have to run all the way back to whatever the town's called, the first town. Azorel. Azorel's gonna be way too hard to, like, get to work. Chilling out with family? Sounds like a good time, man. That's what I did today. But it can it can definitely get exhausting too. Just that on its own. Gotta have time just to decompress, play some Pokemon, you know? Bro, the Zero with Splash? Damn. I will take some free XP though. Splash and Charm, a real menace here. Wait, focus energy? Am I even gonna... Oh, what's the button to open my X menu? I can't remember. Not that one. That flips my screens for some reason. Oh well. Alright, let's see if we can run all the way back here. Because I want to try to, in record time, get back to where the last run died. Because if I can do that every single attempt, just get back to where I was quicker. The only game you play is, really, TCGO? TCGO is pretty good too. I don't play too often with competitive, but I definitely poked around when they launched the new one. Is that live, the new one, or is that the old one? I can't remember. But whenever they released the new one, it's pretty fun, apart from some of the glitches. But I don't know. I guess for Pokemon, a lot of games just end too quickly for me. I prefer them to kind of be... I prefer games to be slightly longer, so then it feels like you actually have, I guess, more turns to counterplay stuff, or, you know. It moves very quickly, which I guess isn't really what I'm looking for out of TCG. I'm more of, like, Hearthstone style. You play it only when you're bored? Hey, fair, man. I will say, though, being able to know how to play that, very useful for TCG collecting as well. You can get some cool cards if you're a TCG player as well. Which, that would be fun to do one of these days. Just show up and compete at an event. Just like with no expectations, you know? Show up with the... Actually, it'd be kind of epic if he showed up with a build and battle and beat everyone with a constructed deck. Good old Whismer. You pulled the Iono. Dude, that's pretty good. I actually have yet to pull that card in English. Well, and in Japanese, but there's no chance of pulling that in Japanese. But honestly, the SARs in Paldea Evolved are doing really well. Just because there's so many like high rarity pulls, because Paldea is such a large set, that all the values are doing well, and it feels better when you like pull the one you want. But that Iono, from what I've seen, looks really cool. And I'm sure it looks better in person. Because I've only seen it online so far. Oh yeah, I did get this guy's name. I think his name was, oh, from a BB. Really, from Booster Box. That's pretty nice, actually. And actually, booster boxes, they're only like $100 still. Like, I was seeing, what, Football Pete on eBay still has them up for $100. Obviously, you have to pay tax on that through eBay, but I think Smoke and Mirrors had it around there too. What do I name my rival? You see some for 95? Dude, if you see him for 95, I would pick that up. Let's just name him Dylan. Just a normal ass name. Dylan. See if Dylan can win. 95 for a BB is really good though. Especially with how like decently valuable the singles are in Paldea. Because every single pack of Paldea, if you open it, is worth on average $2.45 or something like that. Just with like pull rates and average values, you know. Which $2.45 is actually really good for a modern set. Like Lost Origin is like 1.5, even with the Giratina. Because if you're assuming average, you know. Oh, catch tutorial. You want to get 5 cases of it? Honestly, I think Paldea is a sleeper pick. I think a lot of people are still sleeping on Paldea. In a similar fashion to Astral Radiance, but I think Paldea is looked over much more than Astral. Only because a lot of people just sort of hopped out of the hobby with Scarlet Violet. They didn't even, you know, give it a chance to see what it's like. But I think the artwork is incredible. The artwork's great. The pull rates are super nice. And I know that's hurting for people with sealed, but it's never been the case for Pokemon where you like make money just by selling current product, you know? It's like that's never been the moneymaker for Pokemon. It's always been like holding on to stuff for years, you know? Like building up a collection and holding that. Oh yeah, I will definitely say the singles value definitely got crushed a ton with like Scarlet Violet base and Obsidian Flames especially. Paldea maintains them really well though, I think. Because like most of the illustration rares, I think the average IR in Paldea is like $6. Which if you compare that to the trainer gallery, which is an average of like $1 maybe, it's a pretty good increase. And the artwork... Wait, oh, I can catch this. This is my Lotad. Oh my god, it has slow start, right? I didn't even want it. But, I mean, Dude, slow start is so awful, especially on a low tad. If you don't know slow start, it is Regigigas' ability where you just can't do anything for the first 2 turns that it's out. Like, so that's a really bad roll for Lotad, and that was our encounter as well for the route. I do think, though, Josh, that with Paradox Rift, it has to be a large set if they want it to be good. Or at least in terms of maintaining singles value in the short term. You know, if you want people to not, like, lose a ton of money opening stuff, you gotta make sure that you have a large enough set to where there is a chase element. Because if every person within, you know, 2 booster boxes or 3 booster boxes can complete a master set, then, you know, there's no real point in opening up a ton, you know? There's no reason to. Because it's just, you know, too small a set. But, you know, if you make it, like, what, Paldea was 3 sets. So it was Triple Beat, Snow Hazard, Clayburst. Our encounter for this route is the Raw Hold Up. And it's looking like it would be a Gallade, okay. I mean, I can work with Gallade. You're passing on Paradox already. That's interesting. You see, for me at least, I think every new set for Gen 9, it is always worth buying the Pokemon Center ETBs. But past that, it depends on what you want to buy, you know, or what stuff is looking like. But the PC ETBs seem to be like the safest investment in all forms, you know. Whether you rip it, you still have the exclusive Stamp Single, which is maintaining a ton of value right now. So I would say, like, yeah. But they did just see, I don't know if you saw the Goldango card got shown, the Goldango and the Gimmighoul. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but they showed the IR and the SAR. I'm gonna weaken down the roll too. See, I thought it looked pretty cool, but I guess it's also not for everyone too. But for me as well, I'm mostly in it for the gallery cards. So all the ARs, SARs. The rest of the set I don't care about. You know, like regular ultra rares, I don't really care about personally. I'm not a big trainer or full art guy, but the gallery cards, so good. So for me, if Paradox at least has a good gallery similar to Paldea, then it'll be good for me. But we're still a ways off from that, right? Because we have a second set that would drop before Paradox Rift in Japanese, right? I forget what that one's called. Wait, how many? Ooh, last ball. Hold on. Oh, you sent me the Mewtwo. Oh, gotcha. So is that a dupe for you, the AR? Yeah, I'm definitely interested in that one. And I am considering it for the Chien Pao. I have to look over some stuff. I can look at it after the stream. I definitely do want that card though. But we can definitely chat about that, because I was also looking. You already sent the Mewtwo AR or the wait, hold on. Or the, because I know we traded with the V-Star. Oh, you mean you already sent me the picture of it? I thought you meant you already mailed it out to me. I was like, what? Yeah, no, I see that. Yeah. I'll take a look. I was busy earlier today because I was just out and about, so I wasn't able to get back to you yet. Oh, you mailed it to me. Oh, really? Wait, when did... For... I thought you only sent me the Mewtwo V-Star. Here, hold on. Yeah, because we had the Alolan Vulpix, Arcanine EX, and Radiant Zam. And then we swapped out the Arcanine for the Lucario V-Star. Oh, really? Oh, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that, man. I'll make sure that I'm sending you some extra too, by the way. So do expect that in the mail once it arrives. We did catch the Ralts though. So that is a nice one to have here. With the no? You don't want extra free cards? Hey, if you don't want it, sure, but on yeah, I was gonna say I hope you meant on you. But hey, I'm not gonna judge you if you if you like your cards that much, but well, I appreciate it, man. I do. I really do. And I am going to I'm gonna message you about the slab as well, because I know we were talking about it for a while now. Because I do want to try and work something out with that. I'll have to see. I do have slabs coming in, by the way. I sent some stuff out to grade with CGC. But I just sent that out, so it's still going to be, you know, a couple weeks before I get those back. So even if we don't figure out something now, I will have more stuff coming in within the next few weeks. But just letting you know, I am generally looking at that slab. But if you trade it to someone else in the meantime, I'm not gonna, you know, throw a fit. All right, let's beat up some dudes. You look weak. Let's battle. That's right, youngster Joey. With the Meryl. Yeah, sounds good, dude. You know, I'm definitely a fan of trading. Trading is super fun as well. Because it's also like you're directly helping someone complete their goals while directly, you know, helping yours in terms of collection, you know? Because a lot of times it's like, you know, you buy packs, there's no chance you're getting your card. Half the time, you know? Well, more than half. Like, most of the time, you're not getting the card you want. Youngster Joey defeated. No, you cannot have my number. Sorry, Joey. Also, kind of wild that I'm... How many minutes into this stream? Like 45? And that was the first trainer outside of the rival battle. I've been going fairly quickly here. I mean, not like speedrun, but... Level 8. Alright, let's switch with the Zubat here. Wait, I can't... You have no idea what's happening? You're a noob? So essentially what I did is I'm playing one of the older Pokemon games, and I set it to where the Pokemon that show up are entirely random. So like in the original game, this trainer doesn't normally have a Zubat, and I don't have a Torchic. And then I'm just adding, like, difficult rules to that, so I can only catch one Pokemon per route. If a Pokemon faints, it's gone forever and I have to release it. And if I run out of Pokemon, I lose the challenge. Plus stuff like no items in battle, I have to play in set mode and stuff like that, which I have to actually switch it to set mode after this. Forgot to turn that on. Yeah. It's basically trying to make Pokemon more difficult, and then I'm using the randomizer to make it a little bit more interesting. Just because I know the game fairly well, you know, and it's like you can use the same solution every time if you wanted to, unless you have a randomized element in some form. Let's... heal up Ralts. I think I need to train up Ralts here too. Oh, and I need to change to set mode. Attack speed fast. Change the window type, why not? Let's do that one, confirm. I'll hit a quick save. Saving a lot of... it can't be saving that much data. I'm 32 minutes of game time, and like it's not that much data. Oh, is this person a trainer? No. Right, but that bug guy is. Smeargle. Oh, I should probably put Ralts in the front as well. Thanks, man. Yeah, I try to be as chill as possible. I feel like more people need to be chill. Yeah, most people... a lot of people do definitely yell on streams. And I get that from some perspective where, like, they want to have high energy and they want it to be exciting to watch and stuff, but it's also like, I don't know, the way I feel about it, you don't want to fake stuff. And you can still have those moments of excitement, you know? And, like, I don't want to force myself to play up a reaction, you know? Same like when I'm opening up packs. You know, there's a ton of the TCG people who are like, oh my god, guys, can you believe we just pulled a regular V card? Oh, you know, all those types of people with the YouTube thumbnails. And this guy only knows Growl? I can't. Okay. This Ralts is tough. Oh, by the way, in case you're interested, I don't know if you collect Japanese at all, but I got these bad boys that, well, these three specifically I'm going to be giving away on Tuesday's stream, but it's the... here, it's hard to catch on this camera from this angle. It's the sort of Pokeball reverse ones from the Japanese 151 file collections. So it's basically like the reverses. Let me see if I can... there, you can kind of see it. Then actually I have Ruler of the Black Flame. You're a little into Japanese? Yeah, I've been getting more into it lately, just because of the quality difference. You love Gen 1? Dude, me too. I think Gen 1 is pretty nice. I don't think it's the best gen from like a design standpoint, but it's really solid, especially as like the first one. You know, like there's a reason why Gen 1 popped off, you know? Kricketot. Okay. I'm already seeing an issue here where if I don't switch in my Ralts on every fight, it'll just never gain XP and I can never use it. So I'm just gonna have to do weird swaps for XP. I am excited for 151 though, in English. It's only 2 weeks away. I have, actually, I don't have any of the Pokemon Center ETBs ordered. I just never... They have always been out of stock every time I've checked. And I've been trying. I've been trying to get them. Yo! Okay, that's a solid crit there. I mean, not that I needed it. It's a level 3. But... I'll take a free crit. Save another turn of battle. Oh. Mother is calling. Keep it up, I'm rooting for you. Thank you. 31. Oh wait, shit. I don't have Pokeballs. So I think technically I have to, if I want an encounter there, I have to run back and get some Pokeballs. Otherwise I have to forfeit that encounter. I really should grab these before I left town. Yeah, that definitely sucks. It's fine though, it's not too long of a walk. Plus I need to train up the Ralts anyway. Okay, we're just grabbing 10 then. So we get a free Premier Ball. And then we'll grab some Curlies. Let's grab some antidotes. And some potions. I think the slab's going for 55 now. Yeah, I'll definitely check. I haven't checked too recently. It's a really cool card though. And those promos are hard to grade, as with most promos. Just because of how they pack them, you know, it's it's usually pretty poorly packed. To where, you know, you have edge wear and corners dinked and everything. Multiple sales for 65? Hey, that's good news. I should actually probably heal up as well. Ooh. Let's see. So if it's gonna struggle again, I need it to go to Ralts. So that it just dies. There we go. It would be at 55? Oh yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about exact numbers and stuff, because obviously, you know, we're going to be doing it through trade anyway, so. But I definitely, I'll definitely have some stuff in that price range to trade with. If not now, then, you know, over the next couple weeks. Just because I get so much stuff in from different trades and openings and stuff like that. Alright, we're healed up. Let's make it to... well, hopefully we can make it to Violet City and take down Faulkner. But I guess the next stop is just get to Violet City and then take down, whatchamacallit? I'm going the wrong way. We need to do Sprout Tower. Still just growl? Okay. I think 151 is going to be super fun to open, though. Ooh, here we go. Alright, let's see what our encounter is on 31. Abra! Okay, this is good and bad. Because Abra at this level, I think, only knows Teleport. And it's going to use it turn 1. So if I don't catch it with this first ball... I don't get an encounter for this route. So this is gonna be dangerous. Come on. Not even a single shake. Oh my god. Alright. We got demolished by that Abra. He denied me another Pokemon for my team. Yellow Flute. Is that the one for paralysis? Let's check, actually. Is that a key item? What? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's confusion. Hey, I appreciate that, dude. Honestly. I do appreciate you trying to watch the whole stream. And don't ever feel, like if you have to hop out for whatever reason, you know, don't feel bad about ever having to hop out. Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate that, genuinely. Because I do put a lot of effort into, into my streams and stuff. Or at least I try to, you know? Sometimes I might be a little inconsistent, but just on, like, specific time. But generally, I stream twice a week now. So, usually one TCG stream and then one gaming stream. And I guess for now, until I beat this SoulSilver thing, or get frustrated and take a break from it, we'll just be doing this once a week and then opening up packs the other stream. Plus, too, I do have VODs of all the previous streams too, all the way back from. Apart from what I started doing my my streams in Discord initially, like I was just doing them in a Discord channel to people. So I don't have those recordings, but everything since I started on YouTube is all on the channel. So what I want to do is go through, and I'm probably gonna make some edited version of some of the stream highlights. Hey, sounds good, dude. Yeah, I have them up on the site. Oh, if you're interested in 151 for that stream, if you use just the code 151, just the name of the set, 151, 151, it brings it down to 4.5 a pack. So, that's what, 50 cents under MSRP? And to start, those will probably be from booster bundles and ETBs. Oh, and then the other thing too, if you use code LIVE, L-I-V-E, it just cancels out shipping. So basically, if you want me to send it PWE, or if you want me to just like hold on to a bag for a couple streams and then send it out in one bag to save on shipping, either one works. So, because like I have some people who like buy in from Canada, so then they only want to pay shipping, you know, every couple streams. Otherwise, it's way too expensive, which I totally understand. Poison Point. That is scary. That's actually scary. Hold up. You're about to move? Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I can totally hold on to stuff. Dude, I have stuff here from... Let's see. I have a separate tin for long-term storage. So, I have a giveaway. I have, like, stuff from, like, a giveaway winner to... What, this is... 1093, 1081. These are from, like, probably May or March, of people that either told me to hold on to it or never gave me shipping info. And like, I've reached out, no word from them, but I will hold on to it, so don't you worry there. Every single order. Ooh. Alright, let's see what this item is. Ultra Ball. Okay. Early game Ultra Ball is not bad. Ooh, I should probably antidote. Yeah, definitely. No, yeah, because the thing is too, because right now, which is actually something I'm trying to figure out, because I stream fairly often, and especially with like a smaller group of people, you know, not everyone can afford to buy in each week, which entirely understandable. You know, me neither. I can't afford to buy in every week to streams either. Ooh. But then it's like I gotta figure out, you know, what do people want to open up and stuff. But it also means, you know, if you miss a week or whatever, or if you just don't want to buy in for whatever week but don't want to pay shipping or can't or whatever, you know, I'll just hold on to it for however long you need me to. And then I guess, well, I don't think you've been to, ooh, Bubble. But on the TCG streams too, if someone gets bad luck, I'll throw them singles. Actually, wait, this Torchic has shell armor, so I'm crit protected. So I'm actually... Oh god, I can actually play around that. That's super cool. That I can just use this as something that'll never, ever get crit on. Oh yeah, so, yeah, I can't remember everyone who's... Honestly, I have a terrible memory. But yeah, that's one of the main things I do, because people... The way I see it is... Or how I try to run my streams and business is like... If I wouldn't be happy with getting that from a rip, then I shouldn't offer it, you know? So if the price point isn't decent, if I'm not getting the value out of my stuff, if I don't know, you know, the quality or whatnot, then I don't want to buy it, you know? So I'm trying to think from that perspective whenever I put up pricing or make deals. Shards? Oh yeah, comet shards or something. But I will say sometimes it's tough, because what I put up Pokemon Go packs, 3 for $10, so that's $3.33 a pack, which you know, people just don't want because they don't want to rip Pogo, which I know it's not a fan favorite set by any means, but it's also crazy that like a $5 set, it's like nobody wants to touch it for even $3.33. So it's a weird thing where I have to, I don't know, I gotta figure out what people want to rip. So I want to make sure I'm only offering stuff that people want as well. And even if I might want to rip Pogo, you know, I can't justify spending tons of money on Pogo, and then I'm the only one using it, you know. You like to open anything? Honestly, me too. Well, okay, almost everything. I don't have fun ripping Fusion Strike, and I don't have fun ripping Evolving Skies usually. But I think a lot of that is to do with price point. You have to go through so many packs to see anything of like cool artwork, you know? And that's what it comes down to, is like, I don't necessarily care about the value of the individual card. I want to see the cool artworks, and I want to have them in my collection. It's like, if I'm not seeing those cool artworks, it's like, you know, it feels like a waste of money, you know? Silver Tempest and Lost Storage? Dude, those are 2 great sets. I'm kind of iffy on Silver Tempest, but I would say I've come around on the gallery. It was one of the weakest ones to me at the start, but I've grown more fond of it. Because you have stuff like the Gardevoir, the Flaffy, you have, what's the other one? Smeargle is a super cool artwork. Lost Origin has my absolute favorite gallery, though. You have, 3 Pikachus in the gallery. No, 4 Pikachus in the gallery to start. Which already is a huge, like, boost to that set. You have a Charizard illustration rare, you have a Snorlax, you have a Gengar. Then you even have just like cool artworks like the Arcanine, the Spiritomb. You have stuff like, what is it? Eternatus VMAX. Because Eternatus is a Pokemon I don't care about at all. Like, who cares about Eternatus? But that artwork is really, really good. Ooh. Dude, okay. I'm in a similar boat with Silver Tempest. But everything I pulled was off-center except for my Lugia. So I really lucked out there. Oh, wait, hold up. We're about to see what all the teams in this little place have. Because they're all going to have, like, the same Pokemon. Which also, dude, Lost Origin. I love that set to death. It's super fun. But, okay? Every single goddamn alt-art I pulled, every single one, was so off-center or messed up in some way. Like, I had... What? I've pulled 3 Girautinas from that set. And that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. But that's because I ripped a lot of Lost Origin. And I pulled... And all 3 horrendous centering, or QC, for the most part. Then in... Well, actually, also with Lost Origin, I pulled 2 Rotoms, and both Rotoms were so off-centered to the right that it was... But it wasn't enough to where I was seeing an alignment dot, and, like, it was cool. It was to the point where it was, like, just fucking over the value. It's like, yeah, this is kind of the worst version of this, and nobody wanted it. I didn't really want it either, because it's like, it was in that weird range where it's not cool enough to keep, you know? But I will say I'm very picky with centering, though, so that could also be a part of it. Like, I'm very, very picky with my collection. Like, I'm talking, I don't keep it unless it's Black Label potential. But that's... I'm just a super picky person when it comes to that. Except for, like, illustration rares, I'll collect a ton of the copies of the ones that I like, you know? Like, I had, actually, I still have, I think, 7 Mews from Crown Zenith. Because what I was doing is just every time I pulled one from Crown Zenith, I just kept it, you know? And then, you know, because when I'd pulled them, they were like $3, $4. Yeah, dude, bad. Josh, I'm telling you right now, don't open up anything from XY then. Because every XY card straight out of the pack is like a 5 or 6. Like a graded 5 or 6 at best. Why did I didn't mean to click that, but whatever. Torchic will get pumped. But honestly, that's also part of the appeal with Japanese for me. Is I got so tired of... I just got so tired of, like, how off-centered and poor quality control all this stuff was. And then just... I guess the big part was seeing full arts in Japanese and comparing those to the English texturing. And it's just night and day. Like, there's no contest. Oh, you opened a case of Evo. Ooh. Evo is definitely an interesting set. I personally do not like it. But I know and understand the appeal of the set, you know? Because for me, I would have preferred if it was something closer to Celebrations, where, you know, those older cards were kind of snuck in as like a rarer pull for the set, and then you have like a full main set. Or even better, here's my issue with Evolutions, is I think it's just a worse Generations. Where Generations was a set where, you know, it had all the classic vibes and still had new artworks. That some of them are incredible, you know, that Pikachu that you have, I know. Or I have, what, the Sylveon and the Gardevoir and stuff like that from the Radiant Collection. It's like, those are iconic artworks that... Yeah, exactly. But you see what I mean, right? It's like, I would prefer, if we had Generations... Like, imagine if they did to Evo and made it Generations where, you know, the main Pokemon, like the main reprints or whatever, also had, like, an illustration rare version or something. You know? Where it was kind of like that, or an SAR. Because that's basically what they were, right? You know, pulling a Radiant Collection Sylveon was like pulling a Mewtwo V-Star from Crown Zenith. In terms of, like, I mean, not quite in specific rarity, but, you know, pull rates were generous. But nobody's sitting here and being like, oh, Generations was a bad set. Everyone's like, yeah, I love Generations, you know? So, for me, it's just Evo kind of falls flat compared to something like that. Where... And same with Celebrations, where I think Celebrations could have been done better. My thoughts on Roaring Skies. I do like a lot of the cards in Roaring Skies. I will say, though, that since we also have Ancient Origins, it's kind of strange, because, you know, Ancient Origins is such a strong set that a lot of the other XY sets around that have similar mons kind of feel weaker by comparison. But in terms of like an individual set, yeah, Ancient Origins is better, but I think Roaring Skies is definitely really good still. Like, it's not a bad set by any means, and I think it's one of the stronger XY sets. But, you know, I guess it's tough. There's a lot of factors, and I guess it goes down to price point of, if I'm spending that amount of money, would I rather buy Roaring Skies or Ancient Origins? I feel like I'd go Ancient Origins, unless I saw a good deal on Roaring Skies. Because Roaring Skies at a cheaper price point than AO is probably stronger. Especially right now with how much people love Rayquaza. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, Rayquaza is super cool. But there's a lot of Rayquaza. Especially, like, that style of card. He definitely played a part in evolutions going up high. But I think a lot of it, too, was just the pandemic. You know? People kind of saw the economic fabric of society sort of... They saw some wrinkles in it where they're like, oh, what actually happens if everyone stops working? You know, do we still have an economy? And we kind of figured out that, yeah, we do, if we just look at collectibles as some form of value, you know, or going back to individual items, you know. Because it's basically using the barter system, right? Of, hey, I have this, I'll trade you for that. And there were a lot of people who just thought back and were like, you know what, these collectibles, not only are they widely recognized by like a lot of people as having value, but they're also super cool, and hey, maybe I liked them as a child. Yeah, but Jake Paul definitely played, or Logan Paul rather, definitely played a large part in that. Because those all sort of happened in the same area. And I think Logan Paul could have been like the catalyst for that change. Or at least bringing it more into the mainstream. You know? Because, don't forget too, we also had Celebrations and Evolving Skies coming out at the same time. And Shining Fates. Right? All sort of in the same year, right? Year or two? When it was shut down. And, yeah, so there was also just that huge hype train from those sets. Of people getting back in the hobby. And then also, you know, people just aren't working as much. They have more time to spend doing other stuff. And a lot of that, I mean, people were pretty simple. We like stuff, you know? We like We like art. We like a little bit of gambling. We like some cards. You know, we're simple. Oh, wait, let's see the let's go. We got the god himself, Bidoof. That's our encounter. We will absolutely take a Bidoof. Because right now, the team is super weak. I have one Pokemon that can do any damage. Hopefully this Bidoof has something. Also, we're actually almost caught up to last stream's progress. Do I want to... Yeah, I want to fight this guy. I need the XP. One thing I will say, though, Josh, definitely have fun with 151 when it releases, but always remember that just like with Crown Zenith, if you ever play 2 Pokemon... Oh, dude, yeah, definitely. I'll definitely hit you up for some PTCGO. I'll have to, well, I'll have to make a new deck, but I have I have a ton of code cards that I can just scan in and get a ton of cards, I guess. But yeah, absolutely, man. Forget what I was saying before. Oh yeah, with 151. So with it releasing, just like with Crown Zenith, you know, be careful about buying singles too early. You know, you have 1,536 of what? Code cards? If so, I think I'm right there with you, if not more. Yeah. You know, because Crown Zenith, which, by the way, one of my favorite specialty sets they've ever released. I think it's... Which also, let me go on a mini rant here. I don't like Hidden Fates that much. Like, call me crazy, I think the regular full art look with the shiny is kind of eh. You know, because it hinges on the Pokemon and the shiny being popular. Because the full art itself isn't adding anything to the viewing experience. You know, the only thing you're looking at is the Pokemon and its shiny form. So if either of those suck, you know, if you have like maybe a popular Pokemon with a shitty shiny, it's like, eh. So it's like the only ones that actually do well are Evolutions and, you know, like Mewtwo and Charizard. Do I need to... Ooh, Flash Fire. Yeah, I think it's a weaker set, but I will say it's stronger than Shining Fates. It's a stronger set than Shining Fates, but I don't know. Maybe I'm spoiled with Crown Zenith and like all the modern artwork, but it just feels like there's so many more sets that have, you know, better artworks in them. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I'd rip a couple packs of Hidden Fates, but like, you know, I guess the most exciting thing would be to pull a Charizard or a Mewtwo or an Evolution, but like outside of that is kind of weak. Yeah. Oh, hold on, let me save my for some reason I'm invisible now. Oh, I just reappeared. But the one set I will say that was pretty good with like shinies in it is Shining Legends, right? Oh, hold on, I might have to restart this real quick. Let me just do this real quick. Sorry, I'm turning on and off my my DS. Load that back up. But not only do you have like the standard kind of baby shiny with just the shining Pokemon, which by the way I think look cooler than the regular baby shinies, But yeah, then you have the Mewtube. Mewtube is such a good card that I think it single-handedly helps the set surpass a lot of, like, Hidden Fates. Because, I don't know. Maybe I just don't like full arts that much. That, you know. But it's... And maybe it's way better in Japanese. But the problem is, I'm not ripping Japanese Hidden Fates, I'm ripping English. You know? Yeah, that too. It's just way better art. And I'm very much... I'm an art guy. I think, and in fact I think the market agrees with me, that the way that things appreciate is based on the art, you know? The things that people want to collect long-term is, you know, the cards that look cool and are popular characters or artworks, you know? So stuff with better art is just stronger. That's why I love Paldea. You know, Paldea has great art. That's all there is to it. $1,000 a box for Ultra Shiny? Oh, I'm sure. Dude, some of those Japanese boxes are so expensive. Because they're just so much lower print. And, I mean, especially with anything released pre-pandemic for Japanese, like, there's a distinct difference between, you know, values. Like what? Tag Team GX All-Stars, I think, was one of the last sets before COVID hit? Maybe? No, actually, it might have been... No, I think we had Vivid Voltage, essentially. So it was probably a bit later on then. But I think it was the last specialty set. Maybe Shiny Star V was out, but... 10,000 for... Oh my god. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I don't really have 7k to drop right now, but if I did, it also would not be going into that box. I got other stuff to pay for first. But my god, if that's not juicy. Like, Japanese generations would be so fun to rip, I'm sure. Because even I ripped, one box of V-Star, and that was so fun. You know, that was such a fun rip. Plus then, like, even getting I got the regular Mewtwo V-Star, just the regular one from Japanese V-Star. And it's the one that's in our Pokemon Go set. And the texturing is just so much better on the regular V-Star, to the point where it actually has depth on, like, the regular V-Star card, which I thought, oh, it's just going to be, you know, boring. But it just looks way better. And open it, and it was not as good as English in your opinion? Interesting. I guess it does depends on what you get. Because, you know, the main difference with English is that you're not tied to certain pull rates in a box. So you can just have those, you know, Crown Zenith ETBs that have like 3 SARs or, you know, a gold and a Mewtwo and stuff like that. But with Japanese, it's like the V-Star boxes, you know what you're getting every single time. You just don't know the specific card you're getting. Oh, you didn't like the gray borders? So, interesting. I actually, funnily enough, seeing the gray borders in Japanese made me change my mind on them for English initially, because I was kind of like iffy on them to start. Should probably just scratch here actually. Yeah, and the main thing that I think changed is on the gallery cards. The gallery cards compared to the trainer gallery cards in Scarlet Violet look better with the silver borders. Like, they just do. You know? And if you compare the English Mew from the Galarian Gallery in Crown Zenith to the Japanese one, I think the Japanese one just looks better because the silver. Just sort of the gray borders. It looks... I don't want to say... It looks like more classy, I guess. In a sense, it feels more like an artwork, you know? As opposed to it... and I can sort of get why a lot of people didn't like the change, especially people who grew up with it, you know, because it's... one, something that stayed consistent for their whole lives, and two, it kind of reminds them of that childhood. Ooh, that hurts a bit. I need a swap here. Let's hope he doesn't have some assurance or something. Tarchik. Okay, that's 4. Luckily, I'm crit proof, so I have minimum of 4 turns to live here. That's a big hit. Dude, if I were not crit... Oh, that's not good. Oh, thank God. If I had been parried that turn, I probably would have lost the match, actually. Hold up. I guess Bidoof could have clutched it, but... Ooh. Actually, this is not looking good right now. Hold on. Okay, nose tackle. I should have healed before this. Definitely. Oh yeah. Ooh, Dude, this might actually be a wipe. Hold on. This Shinx might wipe me. Hold on, what's my speed stat? 11. That's probably not good enough, but... Ooh. Damn. Okay, the only way I beat this then... Because this might actually just be a full wipe. Okay, I do have 16 speed, but I am parried. So I need a tackle miss into a one-shot. Or it's over. Damn. That's tough. That's tough. Because my... Dude, my Lotet has slow start. So look at this. I just can't do anything for 2 rounds. Oh, wait. No, I can. Am I just weaker for 2 rounds? Maybe this is the newer slow start. Damn. That is a GG. That's tough. Oh. Well. That was an interesting run, definitely. What I need to do is, Oh yeah, definitely, dude. Dude, I love me some Paldea. So I'm always down to trade dupes for Paldea. And also just in general too, I'm always down to trade for like some of the cooler illustration rares and like Radiants and stuff. And even like V's and EXs. Just because I like to have many copies of sort of the cool artworks. Especially too for the store. You know, because I want to be able to have stuff to stock it up with. My favorite card in Paldea. I'll list off a few. So, I'm a big fan of the Grusha SAR. I do really like the Fuecoco illustration rare. The Baxcalibur as well. The Qianpao SAR is like top 3 for me. Ooh, the Chi-Yu as well. I think the Chi-Yu is super underrated still. The Chi-Yu is gorgeous. And the Wo-Chien as well. I think the Wo-Chien is super, super cool. And, well, Skeledirge is super cool as well. I think Skeledirge is nice. I think Skeledirge, I initially super big fan of it, but kind of... I think with the other cards in Paldea, you know, Chien Pao is cooler. Wo-Chien is kind of on the same level. Yeah, I have the Skeledirge too. But those are some of my favorite artworks on there. I'm planning on doing, because I'm, well, I've been recording a lot of YouTube content, but I haven't been releasing a lot of YouTube content. But one of the main plans for my channel stuff is to every week do a video on the art of Pokemon TCG. So just talk about like different artworks and different art styles that they've tried. So, but one of those that I want to talk about is just like the SARs versus the what's it called? Versus like the Galarian Gallery TG ones. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I still haven't done the art ones because right now I have like a ton of just regular like opening up packs filmed that I have to edit. Then I have stuff like whatchamacallit? Well, like actually so speaking of how much I love Paldea, I have a video of me ripping my case of Pokemon Center Paldea ETBs. Which is really interesting to look back now, because I opened that the first week of release, and the values are all in there from release week. But it'd be interesting for me to update with all the current values to see how I actually did with that. I know, it was a bad decision financially, I know. Kind of. But you'd be surprised how well those promos are doing. The Pikachu stamped promo is like $25-30 each. So I have what, 5 of those for my collection? Oh yeah, no. And it was super cool to see actually. What else do I have recorded? I have a bunch of like Cyrus and Clara premium tournament collections. And then just like various pack opening stuff, but basically in terms of like releasing stuff on YouTube, I just need to honestly yeah. Surprisingly, I think I did okay on it, but it was also a very new set, so like if I had that opening now, it might have felt different, you know, because in the moment opening it first weekend, it's always exciting, right? But, like, had I held on to it and then opened that and made that video now, I probably would have been crying. You know? You have the worst luck? Dude, it's... Pokemon... Here, let me switch the video over here, because I lost the Nuzlocke. So I might as well shut this down for now, and I'll switch over to, like, a larger screen. Do some just chatting style for a little bit here. Close out of that. Let me switch over the camera. You know, but, dude, pack opening, genuinely, a lot of it is just, like, math. Yeah, I have some cards I could show off. What kind of stuff are you interested in seeing? Here, let me start with, let me move my camera a little bit. Actually, let me put it a little higher up, just so there's no awkward angle here. All right, so here's a lot of stuff that I listed recently on the store. So I got stuff like Baxcalibur, illustration rare. Got the Fuecoco. These are some of my favorite ones. Sprigatito. Oh, I forgot about the Sprigatito. The Sprigatito is gorgeous too. Pyroar is super cool. Gothorita, I'm not a huge fan of, but I don't think anyone really is. The artwork's nice, but it's not my favorite by any means. Ooh, Paldean Wooper. I'm a huge fan of the Paldean Wooper. I love the use of negative space in this, and I've talked about it with some people before. And we joke around about my rants about negative space, but I think it's really fun. It's just kind of a cutesy little vibey artwork. Got a couple Crocalors. The Conkeldurr from Pokemon Go. Dude, I feel so much of Pokemon Go's failure, at least in terms of like people buying it and wanting it, comes down to Conkeldurr. Like, they made Conkeldurr a main Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Why? Like, they couldn't have chosen any other Pokemon? Like, I don't know, Gyarados? You know? Put Gyarados in there. Give him a SAR or an Altart, you know? Yeah, if they gave us the Pokemon Go loading screen with like the OG one with Gyarados on the pier or whatever it is, like, just give us that as an Altart. Imagine how much more that set would have sold if they had that. You know? Put that in with the Mewtwo instead of the Conkeldurr. Oh yeah. Then I got my dude, me too. Actually, I think we have a good chance of getting a Gyarados SAR. Because we got the Terra Full Art in Scarlet Violet base. So they could always just add another, they could say, hey, here's maybe a dragon type Gyarados as an SAR or something. Playable. Got the Miraidon. Ooh, this one here. Okay, Annihilate. I was hoping for Sword and Shield Gyarados alt too, man. Honestly. And you and me both were disappointed. I mean, we got a Rainbow and a Full Art, but really missed opportunity to not give Gyarados an alt art. I feel like it should have. Especially since I don't think I got any huge cards in Sun and Moon era. Like, last time I got a big card was Breakpoint in XY, I think. Because it has that secret rare with, like, the Greninja and what else is in it? Manaphy, I think? On the lake. The sort of gold bordered. But, by the way, this full art, the Annihilate, super underrated. Super cool. You got the Licia? Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Fair. Definitely not for everyone. Speaking of not for everyone, who is this for? Who at Pokemon Company was like, hey, I really, really need a Fortress card that's, like, rare. Alright? Or at least relatively. I need a high rarity Fortress card for my collection. Like, Then I got me some full art trainers too. So I got the Grusha Dendra combo here. Ooh. Dude, these two are also top tier. Tinkaton and Lugia. So right now, both of them are very playable. So prices will probably drop on these more. But in terms of, like, quality of full arts, I think these are the top ones. Make a pineapple? How? But, like, it's also, like, Lugia is a free investment. If you buy a Lugia card, it's likely that it will do well long term. There's so many Lugia fans. Oh, and here we go. Got a bunch of the cheaper SIR cards here as well. Oh, try and fan them out. Got the Drapion, Regigigas, Zamazenta, Lumineon, Spidops, and the Ice Rider Calyrex V. Oh, that's what they're. Yeah, I gotcha, dude. Maybe yeah, maybe they just want a pineapple. They're like, let's make a pineapple Pokemon, but let's not give it any like fun characteristics. Let's just like make it stupid. Oh, here we go. Pokemon Go, egg incubator. I will say, where Pokemon Go did really well is with the Rainbow Rares. Every Rainbow Rare in that set is, I think, still above $10, or like right around the $10 price point. Like you might have some at like 9 or 8, but you don't have anything falling below that, really. Which is really good for, especially for a set that has so many other problems. Like, I think one of the biggest problems with Pokemon Go, exactly, it has top tier rainbows. You have Dragonite V-Star, Mewtwo V-Star, both gorgeous rainbow rares. You have Melmetal VMAX, which I think, Melmetal is kind of Pokemon. It's very new. But I think the VMAX is pretty cool, especially with the rainbow pattern. And then you just have Professor's Research, which one is very playable, and two is of a character that isn't going to be in the TCG that often, Professor Willow. Then you have the three, team leaders of Pokemon Go. And the stamp for Pogo. Like, that's, all I'm saying, it's pretty good. And, I mean, speaking of that, boom, top tier rainbow right there. Mewtwo V-Star, Rainbow Rare. This artwork, really cool. And I will say, it took me until maybe last week to see the part on the texturing where when you look at it from a certain angle, you can actually see like the sort of shadow ball that it's making. Because there's little lines and patterns to make a sort of... You're not a fan of stamps. That's interesting. Never met someone who's not a fan of stamps. I'm a big stamp guy myself. But I can definitely see, because it can obscure some of the artworks. But it's also kind of cool because it's like a special thing for that. It's like, oh, this version of the card with the stamp, not necessarily going to happen again, Obviously, not all stamps are made the same. Only PC or Sella. That's fair. Completely fair there. Ooh. Other top tier artworks. There you go. There he is. Chen Pao. SIR. Dude, this artwork is gorgeous. Genuinely. Hey. It's up on the store. Yeah, but also definitely we can try and work out a trade for it. It is one of my favorite artworks on the set. It's so good. I will say Japanese probably looks better, but that's just normal. Ooh, I also have my boy Gold Dialga here. You need it for the master set. Oh, okay. Gold Dialga, I'm a huge fan of as well. And I think these gold cards are going to go pretty far up once Crown Zenith is like off shelves. Because right now we have the luxury of Crown Zenith packs being like $4. You don't have to pay that much. It's under MSRP still. Oh, I have my off-center unknown. It's very off-centered. So I have it up for what, $19? And then cheaper with discount codes. Which, actually, I think this card has fallen in value, so I might have to lower it a bit more, but... Dude, agreed. Actually, here, after I show you this, which, by the way, I also have this on the store, but it's because, well, I got it at a very good price a couple months ago, and it's this one. So I bought this card for $40 in November, I think. October, November. And now it's like $100. So I'm kind of like, I'm happy with that, And gorgeous artwork. Yeah. Super cool artwork. But it's also like, I have to be realistic as a business and be like, all right, I more than doubled, almost tripled my money in a couple months. I should probably sell it, you know? And it'll sell eventually. Because those cards are hard to come by. I do have, actually... Well, I can I can show you your own slab that I have here, but you've already seen it in person, right? Was it you? I think it was you that I traded with for the Origin Form Dialga slab, right? If not, let me grab that out. Oh, no? Ooh, hold on. I do a lot of trades, so sometimes I mix up. Let's see. Alright. Here's my pride and joy that I got a little bit ago. BGS 9.5. Origin Form Dialga. Japanese. Oh, yeah. It's one of my favorite artworks, and I'm a huge Dialga fan. So, this was a big one for me. And honestly, I might just try and get slabs of all 4 of these cards from V-Star in like 9.5s or 10s or something. Not necessarily BGS, but probably like CGC. But my god, is it a gorgeous artwork. And the texturing on this in Japanese is ridiculous. It's night and day. To the point where I was like, I don't even... Like, I have this one, why would I look at the English one anymore? You know? So this is a weird thing with Japanese. You get spoiled. You had the Giratina on BGS 10? No, dude. It cracked? That's tough. Oh, that is not fun, man. A cracked slab. Did you get money back? Did you get partial? Did you... Oof. They didn't even comp for the cracked slab? Like, they should have packaged it well so it didn't get cracked in shipping, right? Or was it one of those rare cases where it was packaged well and, like, one of the UPS members decided to WWE fucking elbow drop it on a pavement somewhere? They used it for for jiu-jitsu practice. Let's see what else I have lying around here. Ooh. In between cardboard? Dude. Yeah, no, you should absolutely get your money back on that. In my opinion. Obviously, I'm not the seller, but I don't know. I don't think you've received shipments from me yet. But the way I package stuff... Let me see if I can find it. Well, it's basically, you know, double sleeve, top load inside of a team bag. Right? And for slabs, you know, you got to make sure you use a graded sleeve as well, and then use cardboard in a bubble mailer at a minimum, you know? But I would throw in some extra bubble wrap on a slab, personally. Just because, you know, they ghosted you? Damn, bro. That's not someone you want to do business with again. Oh, here, I got some cool cards. So, I did open, when I came back in to the hobby, I opened up, like, one Lost Thunder Build and Battle. And, you know, I'm a fan of the pre-release promos. I think the stamps are cool. And I think this Raikou looks pretty good. Oh, yeah, we did do the trade before. Yeah. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I try to make sure to package things well. Every once in a while, something will end up damaged though, which I'm always confused how that happens. But luckily, that's what insurance is for. You know, it's why I insure my packages so I can get that money back, so I can give it to the person who got affected. Oh, here's one. Okay, here's a card I will never sell purely because of sentimental value, which is this, because it was my only pack of Breakpoint I've ever opened. One pack magic out of a random tin I got on TCG Player. And I got the Mega Gyarados EX. It's just the standard one, it's not the full art or the secret rare. But I think this card still looks incredible. For like a normal... Because this is essentially... Instead of getting V-Stars and V-Maxes or Terra EX, you would get this, right? You'd get a Mega EX. So, for that sort of rarity is so cool. Then actually I have... Which, I'm not too passionate about this one, but I do have it, is Mega Aggron EX. I'm just not a big Aggron person. But it is a really cool style, and I do like how in the XY era, the sort of texturing, or sorry, not texturing, the words on here, they're in English and Japanese, and then in Japanese and English. I think it's kind of fun there. Let's see, I have those promos. Ooh. So I just have a ton of, like, Japanese illustration rares here. I've opened a lot of Snow Hazard, because I really wanted that Qianpao, and I still have not pulled it. Still no Japanese Qianpao, and no Grusha. I've just gotten neither of them. But do you know what I have gotten? Do you know what I have gotten? 3 fucking Squawkabilly full arts. 3 of them. 3 of my boxes were the Squawkabilly full art. Yeah. And sometimes you just get screwed over like that. But what can you do? You know, now looking back on it, at least I had the luxury of it not being repackaged. You know, it at least had an SR in it. I know, I definitely got trolled there. It felt like every single box I opened, I got a Squawkabilly. Ooh. Here's a fun little box I have. So this is just where I store, because I have these on the store as well. Not all of them, but Pokemon did do me dirty, dude. It always does, in some way. But I have some of my sealed promo collection. I'm a huge fan of sealed promos. So I have a ton of the Pikachu ETB ones. Then I have, behind it, the Charmander ETB ones. Then I think... Oh, it's just the Charmanders in here. I have another one with more. But I have my Gen 9 stamped promos so far. Which... Or sorry, these are the non-stamped. I do have all the stamped ones in a different area. But the Pikachu artwork and the Charmander, like the IR promos, are so cool. Let's see. Oh, I got these too. So these are fun. Lechonk. So this is the Best Buy exclusive promo. So it's stamped with Scarlet Violet base set. And it's a reverse holo. But it was only given out at Best Buy. Luckily, nobody wanted them at my Best Buy. So I just got these for free. Like, they just gave them to me. They had them at checkout. They said no one was taking them. So to just take as many as I wanted. So I grabbed 15. And I mean, there was like 200 there. So I could have grabbed more, but I was like, in case there's other people, you know? But still, I made out like a bandit there. Because these are like $5 each. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's free cards. I will take it. Ooh, I got my one Greninja Star Cosmos Holo. I do like this promo. It's very fun. And I will say the sealed ones are starting to get up there. I think they're up to like $4 now. Which, yeah. Oh, okay. These I think are slept on too. So these are the Pokemon Go Dragonite V-Star box promos as sealed. So inside of these you get the Dragonite V and the Dragonite V-Star, both with stamps, both as promos, and the code card. But right now they're just kind of sitting on shelves. But I think people were just underestimating the power of Dragonite as a Pokemon, and especially as a promo. Because, yeah, Dragonite is so nice. And I mean, I genuinely, I think the part that's holding these promos down specifically is the fact that the Pokemon Go set is not selling well, you know? Had we been in a situation where Pokemon Go was selling like hotcakes, like these promos would be insane, you know? But obviously they're not. Oh. Here we go. Got a big one too. Boom. My dollar bills. Got my little fan of dollars. These are all sealed. It's just, I ripped a ton of Crown Zenith. I loved that set, especially when it came out. I know, dude, I want as many of these as I can get. So you're helping the collection, man. You're helping the Lucario V-Star collection. I'm a very strange collector, I guess. Because I don't know so many people, like I'll find artworks that I like or cards that I like and just get a ton of copies of those. Kind of. Like I don't collect master sets, but I collect sort of pseudo master sets where I collect my favorite cards from each set. And that's it. Like I'll collect the entire gallery from the illustration rares, and then the best SIRs. I'll collect one of each Terra Full Art, and then the rest of it is only if I really like the card do I keep it. Apart from like I have a master set of the Radiance and yeah. Ooh. Okay, another thing I went kind of hard on. Boom. The Cyrus and Clara boxes. So, funnily enough, I only have 2 of each of these sealed. But here's the big but. Oh, and I have 1 Professor Juniper too. Let me show you the big but here for this. Where are you? Here we go. Bro? Yeah, here we go. You thought that was all of them, right? But, this is just the Clara ones. So this is just all the Clara promos I have. These are all the unsealed ones. So I just put them in a sleeve and everything. Then I have all the Cosmos too. One. Oh yeah. Well, I do. Honestly, it's because I have a ton of them, and so I'll always try and I always try and throw in extras. And here's my boss's orders too. But I think these promos super cool for a couple reasons. I mean, starting with this one, boss's orders. Boss's orders is the most playable card in like the TCG, right? Every single deck runs it. Pretty much for the last however many years it's been in standard. So, as long as this card is in the TCG, just any version of this card, then any of these artworks is going to be worth having. in some capacity. And that's the other thing too. So the boss's orders in Paldea, I have a couple of each of those. Or actually no, I only have one of each right now. I have the SIR and the UR, the full art. Because that one's Getsus, but such a good thing to have just in general, and specifically with this one as a promo. And because it's a full art, like this card originally in Japanese is in V-Star Universe. Like it's not a promo for them. It is only in the V-Star box. So then for us to have it as a promo, I think a lot of people undervalue promos. Especially the good ones. Because even I was looking at whatchamacallit, the Evolution box ones. Dude, those promos up to what? The Flareon, the pair of Flareons is like $40 for 2 cards or whatever, maybe 50. And it's like the box itself was 40 at Walmart. You know? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, for it to be like, $20, $25 each. But the thing is, in those boxes, you got 2 of them. So it was $40 or $50 in promos combined, right? So then just buying that box, you got essentially free packs with your promos. Because you were buying the promos. And the same with the, because these are from the Cyrus and Clara boxes, which when I bought all of these, and the reason why I bought them is because I got each one for $25. So, and at the time, Clara was selling for $7, $8, $9. Right now it's down to like 5 or 6, which just because of competitive changes in the meta. But then I'm only paying what in a Clara box. If it was $7, then I'm only paying $18 for 7 packs. So that's what 2.7, 2.6 a pack. And they're good sets too. It's Silver Tempest, Astral Radiance, Fusion Strike, Brilliant Stars. So I just bought a ton of them. Exactly, right? So then in a case of them, because it's 2 of each, the promos themselves, if I just say, even just now, I'll call it $10 for each of them. So like 5 each-ish. So you get $20 in promos on $100. Then you're paying $80 for 28 packs, plus deck boxes, accessories, coins, whatever else comes with it, I'd say that's a pretty solid deal, And obviously, like, the deck boxes, they're not going to hold value now, but down the line they might, And even if you get $1 or 2 out of each of them, what? You get 1 in each. That's just another $1 off of it. Exactly, yeah. You're getting your money's worth. So that's why I think a lot of people are undervaluing promos. Same with the ETBs, and it's why I've actually switched to ripping ETBs a lot more. It's because of those promos. That, even though the Pikachu is like $2 loose, the sealed version is about $6 or $7 on eBay. Like if you look at eBay last solds, all the sealed copies are, sold, shipped for like $7, and they're consistently selling each day still. Yeah, or $5. Yeah, you can definitely snag some for like 5. Then on your GameStop has Paldea Evolved ETBs for $33, right? So you have a $5 promo. Yeah, you have a $5, $6 promo, maybe 7. And that's current values, by the way, because that's the important thing to note, is that the whole point of this is that this is the lowest it will be, right? Assuming you keep it sealed, it appreciates in time. So if right now I'm already making a profit off of it, just by buying it and having it in my collection of what, because with the 33, let's call it 6, then you pay $27 for 9 packs. So that's $3 a pack out of ETBs. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Which is insane. It's insanely good, right? At least the way I see it. Because, one, I would rip Paldea at 3 a pack to start. Like, I would rip Paldea up to like 350 a pack. Maybe 366. For, especially like if I'm supporting someone, you know? Yeah, same with the Charmander. And why, you know, granted, I've been waiting for the Charmander, the Obsidian Flames ETBs to drop a little bit more before I buy them, just because I think there's some more room. Because you kind of want to buy the ETBs when they're low. But sort of my style is I buy like ETB cases, and I will, you know, rip a case. I'll sell some, rip some for myself. Because then, you know, not only do I have the singles to add to the store from whatever I pull, but maybe I have some stuff I can grade for the PC, and then I have promos at my disposal, and I have income coming from selling the packs, you know. Which, granted, with Obsidian Flames, nobody really wants to rip it, so that's really, really tough to do. And why I just grabbed Ruler of the Black Flame, because it's Ruler of the Black Flame is just Obsidian Flames, but better. It's the same price, less like bulky X cards, and higher quality cards in the box, you know? Yeah, yeah. No, I'm with you, dude. Definitely trade for the singles. Definitely. It's also why I've been selling my Obsidian Flame singles. Like, I'm not particularly worried about re-pulling a Charizard. You know, I'm not worried I'm going to miss out on having the Charizard in my collection, you know? Because obviously you want to have it in your collection. It's just about when you add it into your collection, right? You kind of want to add it at its low point, ideally, and then just hold on to it. So, same with 151. If you pull something good in the first week or two, I say sell it immediately. I'm not a Charizard fan either, trust me. But Charizard makes money as well. It's something where, like, I'm not going to collect all the Charizards by any means. I don't really want them that much, but I do know there are a lot of people that do. So I might as well hold on to the ones that I pull, just in, you know, hold on to them for time, see how they appreciate. Because it's also like, I could just not look at the Charizards, you know? Like, I have so many other things in the collection I could just pull out and look at. Or, like, here, this is one of my favorite boxes to open up here. Of, well, I don't know if you can see it that well, but this is my illustration rare and like TG box. So right here in front, I have the OG Trainer Gallery set, Cosmic Eclipse. So I have the Piplup here. And these are just my dupe ones here. But holding on to stuff like the Pikachu from Celebrations. You know, it's like a 25, 50-cent card. But, you know, I think it's going to do much better long term. Or holding on to like Jolteon Vaporeon in Brilliant Stars, Flareon too. I just don't have a dupe Flareon right now. I would say Zekrom as well from the Brilliant Stars Trainer Gallery. Ooh, and an Eevee here. I also have the dupe Eevee with Bill. What else do I have? Oh, yeah. Okay, this how I show. I actually, funnily enough, had to tone down my dupes of this that I'm about to show you. Because originally my Lost Origin dupes were insane. But here's my current collection of Lost Origin dupes. So I have 3 Charizards, 3 Pikachus, and a Snorlax dupe. Because I think these arts are so good, and they're also very popular. Like, okay, tell me this is not like a beautiful artwork, you know? Super cute, has mass appeal. Everyone loves Pikachu, and it's a great card. You know, just looks cool. Oh yeah, the Snorlax too, dude. Super fun. Which, another Pokemon I wish got an alt art. Dude, imagine a Snorlax alt. Like, I feel like that would have fit in battle styles, right? Imagine if they added in Snorlax to battle styles. That would have made the set much stronger, you know? Give him an alt art. I'm glad we got the TG, but, you know. What else do I have? Ooh. Silver Tempest. So, here's the thing with Silver Tempest. I think some of the artworks, they're not my favorites, but I recognize the appeal of them. So, like Breakson with the waifu, Serena. So I have a couple of those. Okay, this one, sleeper hit. Milotic. Yeah, you're right, they did have the tag team ult. I actually have that promo. That's one of the few tag team promos I have right now. That one's really fun. Yeah, in Team Up they had the rainbow full art and the normal one, and then the alt art was distributed as a promo, as opposed to in a main set. But dude, Milotic here, I think this artwork is so underrated, and this is $1 card, right? You're telling me I can throw $1 into, or even a 20 into buying 20 copies of this card? Like, there's at most I lose $20, right? I lose as much as I put in. At most I gain a ton, because this artwork is beautiful and I love it, right? And at worst I have, oh yeah, true, the Pikazak and Celebi Venusaur. Ooh, Gardevoir as well. I like the sort of New Hope style. What else? Dude, this Smeargle, genuinely gorgeous. And it makes me want to rip, what is it, Incandescent Arcana? Because it has all the Silver Tempest trainer galleries. And of course the Altaria. With the waifu. Gardevoir is really good. Yeah, 180 a box. I know. It's... Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Oh! There it is. Got my Mew collection. Here's my 6 dupes. Because basically this box is all my dupe ones, and I have the binder for display. Ooh. In the back, though. This is the fun one. Here, I'll show you what I mean, actually, with... I don't have any of these dupes. Oh, I have this one. Let me find a B barrel. It's a bit of... There we go. Alright. Here we go. Actually, let me have them just be perfect fit each, so you can see the differences a little better. Like, the Japanese version, it just looks... stronger. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, it's the silver border 100%, right? Like, there's no contest here. The silver, I feel like, actually adds to the artwork. You know? It kind of fits into the color scheme more. It's not jarring. Whereas like the English yellow is kind of, I don't know, it's feels combative, you know. Exactly. Yellow does look tacky. And that was kind of, especially with some of my like Crown Zenith trainer galleries, you know, I was looking into grabbing the Japanese V-Star versions instead. Uh, but some of the interesting ones actually to look at is just the quality difference. Actually, let me see if I can. I have both of these as well. Where are you? Here we are. All right, let's see if we can do a quality test here too. More texture? Yeah, I think so too. I think I already know which one's winning. Right? You think the English one looks better? You know what? That's fair. I think for me it's I they look close enough to where it's not a huge difference for me, you know? Even well, let's see really close. Okay, the only thing I will say is the print line on this one, which I think is a general quality issue. I don't know if it's showing. There's a print line going all the way through. Yeah, I have a ring light here, so it's kind of reflecting off there. It's tough to work with, but yeah, I'd say the only major difference here is there's no print lines on the Japanese one, whereas on the English one I do have print lines on my copy. But they definitely the change with silver borders definitely really improved and like lessened the gap between those, the quality of those, you know. Because like for textured cards, it's still no contest. Like Japanese just crushes every time, but at least now with illustration rares, you know, we have pretty much the same quality as Japanese, apart from print lines and like corners and centering. All right, I don't have too much more to show for tonight, and I'm kind of getting I'm a little exhausted now, so I might kind of turn in. But dude, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming out, seeing the fail of a Nuzlocke attempt. I'm gonna find a way to speed up the early game again, so I can just go right into the Bellsprout Tower, kind of like right away, because that's kind of where the run starts. But yeah, thanks for the chat, dude, and definitely hit me up. We'll talk about next trade. All right. Thanks, dude. Next stream, by the way, is on Tuesday night, and it's gonna be Ruler of the Black Flame, and then also Pokemon Go, Paldea Evolved, and probably just like if other people want different like modern English, I can fulfill that as well. Yeah, dude, it was great talking with you too. I appreciate it, and thank you for the kind words. Hopefully, I'll see you next time. If not, you know, no worries. All right, have a good night, man.